Hello, everyone. Recently, I was making a MIDI mock-up of an orchestral setting that had two harps, and I wondered, well, should I use two different harps and match them up, or should I use two instances of the same harp and pan them and EQ them differently? And I soon realized, well, I better go through my harp libraries and do a more thorough comparison before I decide. And having done that, I thought, well, this might be a good thing to share with other people. So we have 8 harps here. These are not all the harps on the market. These are the 8 harps that I have. These are concert harps only, so there's no Irish harps or anything like that. But the harps are East West Symphonic Orchestra strings, Cineharps, Elysium. Now the 8 Dio, the Century comes with two, 1 and 2. They're both here. The Aircam, however you pronounce it. That is the UVI solo instrument package. EW, this is not East West. This is Ethereal Harps. I believe it was a freebie. And the Philharmonic, the Miroslav, the one that is it's an all-in-one orchestra package from IK Multimedia. When possible, I removed all the mics except the close mics, and I removed any reverb that was on the virtual instrument itself. So we're going to listen to these dry, and then I'm going to run them through the Berlin Studio reverb. I panned them so it is 50% left and then 50% right, and then it alternates. And the pattern that we have, let me get 2 harps on here, is just this one little figure, which it was a one take running down the keyboard. It is not perfect, but I copied and pasted it into each harp, so every harp is playing the exact same MIDI data. You will notice that it does slightly overlap. The last note happens when the next harp comes in, so it sounds like this. Okay, so these are the default volumes. You can hear some of them are much louder than others. The UVI one is particularly loud, and the IK Multimedia one is particularly quiet. You probably noticed the velocities were much more obvious on the Century Harp number 1. You could really hear where I hit certain keys harder than others, and it did not sound very musical. But of course, it could be edited. Okay, and now we're going to run it through the Berlin Studios reverb, and that sounds like this. Okay, so there you go. Just a very brief overview of, I'm not going through all the different features of them. It's just sound of the close mics with no reverb of their own until I add my own. Okay, so I hope this helps you if you're looking for one, if you're comparing them yourselves. If it does help you, great, let me know. If it doesn't, well, that's okay too. In the meanwhile, take care and go ahead and make some great music.